Good morning, how you guys doing today? Thank you so much for the well wishes. I am doing much better than I have been. That was a whole process. Um, there's a lot of fucked upness happening in the world, so mainly right now, well, we have Trump for a president, so it's fucked up in itself. And then all the shit that's happening in Australia, so please send prayers and visualize rain over there so that can get taken care of, because this world we live in is fucked up place. So many things, but I'm gonna give you guys your reading today. As I stated, I will be going over to Patreon. I'll post the link on top of this whenever I'm done. But yeah, I hope you guys had happy holidays and started off the new year, well, better than me. Some of you aren't trusting the decisions that you're making or need to make. And I don't know if it's because you have other people in your ear telling you shouldn't make this decision or it's not the right decision for you. But you have a lot of options. You have a lot of different ways you can go and do this. Hello, how are you today, Mumbles? So they're showing me you have a lot of different options, whether it's suitors or job opportunities, houses, life choices, life directions, whatever it is for you personally. Hi Janine, how are you? So you guys have a lot going on right now, but you need to be confident that you're choosing the right path for you and not be so caught up about what everyone else feels is right for you, okay? So whatever this decision is, really just take a minute and sit with yourself and feel, really feel what's best for you, because sometimes you won't even realize it. You might just get this feeling instantly and it'll just be that quick. It'll come and it'll go and you'll be like, that was a bad feeling, but you'll disregard it. Don't do that. Pay attention when you get those bad feelings, because there's times where I got my letters for certain things and as soon as I touched the paper, I had a bad feeling. So it's something that I knew I shouldn't have followed through with or I needed to change. So pay attention when you get those, okay? Because this is your destiny. This is what you're meant to do. These are decisions you're meant to take, okay? This is the end of whatever cycles you've been going through. This is now closing out and you now have to make a decision. And it looks like you have a shitload, which probably makes it a little bit harder. But ultimately, go with whatever's going to bring you the most joy. No, I'm okay. I have not been well. I haven't been sleeping. I haven't been well. It's been a fucking nightmare the past couple weeks. But thank you for asking. There's definitely going to be... There's going to be reunions for some of you, so if this is in regards to a past person, there's someone that's going to come back, and you maybe have a choice on if you want to go back that way or if you want to take a new direction. For some of you, this is destined to happen the way it is happening. For others of you, this is the end of that cycle, so you have to take it as it resonates with you. Now, some of you are dealing with people that are either lying to you or are jealous of you. There is something going on in the background with these people. So if you are looking to people for advice, please make sure you're going to the right people and not the people that have some hidden agenda or some ill will, or they're holding on to something from the past that has happened and you're probably not even aware of it. So just be cautious, and when you get funny vibes from people, please evaluate that, address that, because you don't want to be around people that are wishing ill on you, okay? Because some people might be jealous that you have a new beginning and they don't. Oh, thank you so much. But it's definitely saying that you need to stand in your authenticity. You need to be who you are. And some of you are withdrawing emotionally, which is good and bad. It's okay if you've already dealt with the emotion and you're working through it, then okay, I understand the withdrawal. But if you're just withdrawing not to deal with it, then that's not going to be beneficial to you, okay? You have to get out of that. You have to get out of this. So For those of you that have been kind of, I don't want to say you haven't been stuck. It's like you've taken a time out, like a period of rest. Like that's what's been going on right now. Like this has been a time of rest because it's like you've done your work, you've done what you're meant to be doing right now, and now it's like, okay, pause and let spirit kind of take place. So this is giving you a time to kind of look at things from another perspective. So if you felt like, oh, things haven't been moving, or they've been moving really slowly, or are things even going the way I want them to go, this is giving you an opportunity to try to see things from another perspective. So if you've been more focused on your own perspective and how you see things, try to switch sides, try to find another way to look at things. If you're having a problem and you haven't really figured out exactly how to address that issue, go around it. Try to be like, okay, well, what if I approached it from this aspect, or what if I approached it from this way? You know, sometimes it's just asking a different question that'll help you get the answer you're looking for. So if things have been slow, that's why. Okay, you're getting an opportunity to see things differently. For some of you, excuse me, like, so some of you, this is a spiritual partnership that is taking place. And just because I say spiritual partnership doesn't mean it has to be a romantic thing, okay? But it is something that's, if this has been something that's part of your dream, part of your journey, you're going to follow this, because you and that person, this partnership you're creating, is going to bring about a lot of creative project, a lot of creative ideas, and it's going to take you on a new journey with this individual or individuals. This partnership is going to lead you on this journey to allow you to fulfill your dreams and whatever else it is that you have going on, and it's going to cause transformation. So it could be an actual, like, you transforming, or your mindset, your abundance, your household. All of these things can be in the process of transforming now once this comes into play. Okay, but you're at a place right now where you have to be understanding and trust yourself and trust the universe and trust what's happening in your life. Okay, because they're saying you need to go within. And again, this person, I don't know who this person is to you guys, but they're saying that right now you're placing your loyalty and faithfulness. It's this person. You know who this person is. Just be careful with whoever this person is, because they don't have your best interest at heart. And you don't want someone to sabotage what you're working on, or what you've been working on, or what you're trying to work towards. Especially if it's a relationship, you know, you have to really be cautious, but I wanted to find another word. Just be really careful with the people you are dealing with and you're getting advice from, because you don't know who's jealous. You don't know who doesn't want you to have that relationship. You don't know who doesn't want you to be happy. Okay, we have a lot of people that smile in our faces and then talk shit about us as soon as we turn around. So be careful, okay? But they're saying you have an opportunity before you right now, and you need to commit to this opportunity and take the risk. So for those of you that have been doing this stuff and have been working on your transformation and doing all the work, and things are kind of just slowed down a little bit, take that time, rest, rejuvenate, and just sit with yourself and make sure that you are fully ready to commit to this path, because once you make this decision, it's going to take off, okay? So please trust yourself, and it's okay to always look at things from a different perspective. That's how we grow, and that's how we change. If we stay stuck in our own mindset, we're never going to change. And that's why the world is the way it is now, because people get so caught up in the bullshit that it's almost like cowardly to change, almost cowardly to see things differently. Like, don't do that. So please trust that you are making the right decision, and I know you have a lot of them. But sit with yourself and go with whichever one in your soul, your heart, your mind, like whichever one aligns with all of you, go with that decision, okay? And don't look at it as, if it's not a good decision, then it's not a good decision, but they're lessons learned, and then you can always leave that decision and go somewhere else, okay? So please don't look at it that way. Now, for the other one, there are some of you that are... I know. Oh, shit. I gotta hurry up. Alright. Some of you are in this place of You don't speak your truth. You keep your stuff inside because you're afraid of being judged by other people or what other people are going to think of you. And I feel this is more familial. Like your family is the judgmental party, or really close friends that are like family. It's hard to stand up to those people because, one, you've known them your whole fucking life, and if you've been conditioned, like most of us have been throughout our whole lives, to be a certain way, or you've always let them dictate what happens in your life, especially when it comes to your partners, then they're always going to feel like they have that say. They're always going to feel like their word means more than how you feel. And for those of you that are allowing somebody to do this, y'all need to stop. Stop trying to please everybody else. You can't please everybody. You can't. So if you have to please somebody, please yourself, okay? Please yourself. Don't worry about everybody else. Don't worry about their shit, because when they're working on their shit, you think they're worried about making you happy? You think they're worried about if you're gonna like their decision? No, they're not. So why are you worried about them? Why are you worried about what they think? It doesn't fucking matter. It's not their life. Because you worried about your family and trying to please your family, you're not allowing this romantic excuse me, you're not allowing this romantic relationship to come in. Oh, thank you, Joyce, you're so sweet. So don't people please, okay? Because it's not beneficial to you. You're not allowing things to occur in your life that are divinely guided, that are supposed to be occurring in your life right now, because the relationship is a spiritually guided relationship, and they're showing me that right now you are trapped in fear. Like, you are so afraid of what these people are going to think of you or what these people are going to say about you that it just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, right now you're in a place of this sadness, you know, and we all go through that. We all have our moments where we're sad and we don't trust ourselves and we don't know which way we're going to go or what we're going to do. But really sit with yourself and ask yourself, whatever question it is that you're pondering right now that you want to answer to, where is this question stemming from? Like, what is causing you to ask this question? Like, why do you need these answers? And sit with that and see what comes to you, okay? Because you're being trapped in fear and not sticking up for yourself and allowing people to know, like, listen, this is me, this is my life, this is who I want to be with, this is what's going to happen. I don't give a fuck if you like it or you don't like it. And especially if this is a parental, like mother-father situation, or someone you're really, really relying on for their advice. We're all grown. You know, at some point you have to just own your shit and be like, you're just going to be pissed off. You know, if you really love me, your love for me is unconditional. You'll get over it. You know, it's not your life. You don't have to fuck this person. You don't have to live with them. I do. So you need to learn how to stand your ground with whoever it is in whatever situation. If this is not romantic for you, then whatever situation you have going on, you need to stand your ground. Okay, whether it's telling people how you feel or how you need to be treated, or if you just want to be left the fuck alone, you speak your mind and you stand with that. Okay, you don't let people fucking force you or manipulate you into doing something else, because being trapped in fear and being in a place of sadness where you know that you're losing things and things are happening, but sometimes it's necessary for us to lose these things. It's necessary for us to go through these experiences, for us to learn things and appreciate things, okay? Because a lot of us take shit for granted, and it's not until it's gone that we actually appreciate what we had and we see the lessons and what we went through. You know, I kind of look at endings and beginnings as just, everything ends. You know, everything has a beginning, everything has a middle, and everything has an ending. The only difference is that when we have an expectation as to how we want things to end, that's when we get caught up with the grief and the loss of everything. So if we go into things with, you know, kids go to school every year, right? We go from fucking September through June, we'll say. There's the beginning, then they have the whole middle, and then there's the end. By the end of it, they're ready to get the fuck on and be done with it. And then you know what happens? They start a whole nother year, and it's just something that keeps going. Life is that. There is no expectation, because they know, okay, well, this is going to be over, then I got to start it again. This is over and I start it again. whatever ends, there's always going to be a new beginning. There's going to be a new start to something else. So as long as you keep having the expectations, you're going to keep having the feelings of loss and grief. So you have to release that. Oh, girl, Facebook be fucking up. I don't know. But you have to release these things, okay? When you release the expectations, you won't sit with the feelings of loss, because you'll just look at it, well, that was a nice experience. You know, I'm sad that it ended, but I learned so many things, and now I can go on and share this knowledge, or I can go into another experience that's going to be better because of this past experience. So please look at that, because in this situation with you standing your ground, you're going to be able to build a firm foundation, okay? So you need to be able to deal with being judged, deal with people talking shit about you, because people that are like you, and I say like you when I mean like mindset, people that think from a different perspective, people that come from an understanding place, people that come from a place of unconditional love, they're not going to judge you. They're not going to look down on you because of your decision. You know, they're going to be supportive of you. They're going to be like, you know, if that's really what you feel and that's what you want to do, then I will be here. You know, I might not agree with you, but my love for you will let you know that I'm here and I'm supportive of you. And that's what you want in your life at this point, okay? You don't want the extra shit, because the person is like, if this is you or the other person, they're stuck. And this is why they're stuck. So if you're waiting on somebody to come to you, they're stuck because they're busy worrying about what their family thinks about this relationship, or how it's going to happen, or, you know, whatever y'all did that was fucked up, or whatever happened between y'all. But that's what it was. So they're kind of taking a break right now, and they're going through their personal growth, and they have to learn how to stand up for themselves. So until they're able to stand up for themselves, this relationship isn't going to happen. So if those of you, if you're waiting for that's what's going on. This is kind of what's keeping it from happening right now, because they have to go through this personal growth. There's like this false morality. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you? It's like they have these morals, but they're not really, I don't want to say they're not real. Oh, you know, everybody's beliefs are real to them. But when it's coming from like peer pressure from groups, from family, I feel like that's what's keeping them bound, because they have, like I said, some of us from the hood, we have these street codes. It's like, nah, we won't do this, we won't do that, we won't talk to this person. Like, it's just real extra shit. But that's because a lot of them are closed-minded. You know, a lot of people are just very closed off to this. So they're in a place where they feel like they're stuck, like their hands are bound. They just don't know which way to move, because they're worried about these people's opinions. And they're kind of, they haven't reached their full place maturity. They're still in an immature place. And whatever situation happened between you guys is eating them alive. Like, they have this guilt that's just constantly in their heads, and it's driving them crazy. And they're trying to reach the level of maturity that you need them to be at, okay? That's what I'm saying. It's the personal growth that needs to take place right now. But it's like they have to come to a place of nothingness. Like, they have to really come to a place of just being and appreciating life for what it is. But if, you know, I don't know the people you're dealing with, but if this is the person, this is what's going on with them. So once they release these morals or these things that they feel are their compass, their guiding system, it's a little bit flawed, you know, and it's flawed because of other beliefs people have imposed on them. So as soon as they get through this, like they release this guilt and go through their faith, like their shadow work and inner child healing, then you guys will have the happy ending. You will find the domestic harmony that you've been trying to get with this person. But why do I feel like I'm missing a card? But definitely when you talk to people, like I said, talk to people that are like you. You know, go to your tribe. Go to people that are open-minded. Go to people that are forgiving. Go to people that have been through something similar that will give you advice, you know, especially if they still have a relationship after all of the shit and, you know, they're still together. Those are the couples you want to talk to. Those are the people you want advice from, because they survived. They made it through. They put the work in. They stayed with each other. That's where you go to talk to people, okay? And make sure that This person, if it's not you, then this person needs to face this head on. You know, they can't be shy. They can't be quiet about it. They can't just like, oh, well, I'm going to stand up today and I'm going to let you beat me down tomorrow. No, it's, this is how I feel. This is what's happening. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. So it's like, if you wanted to go marry the fucking prostitute on the corner, and your family hates the prostitute on the corner, but that's what it is, and you're like, I love her, and that's who I want to be with, and I don't give a fuck if y'all call me whatever the fuck y'all want to call me, you know? And you really have to just stand up for that, because that's really what it comes down to. It's your belief, how you feel. And everybody's not gonna like it, and I'm sorry, it's just life. People are very fucking judgmental. It's just the world we live in. Nobody's learned how to be unconditionally loving and just mind their fucking business. Everybody want to be in everybody else's business so they don't deal with their own shit. But if this is the relationship thing that you've been waiting on, they're dealing with some shit. So as soon as they're done dealing with this and they find the courage to stand up for themselves, then they're going to get out of the stuckness and hopefully start letting things just flow naturally. Because once they flow, everything starts flowing naturally, everything will fall into place. But I feel like a lot of people do not look at life as it's a synchronistic thing. They look at everything as it's individual events, and it's never individual events. Because if you really start going back into your life, and even if you have a partner or a friend or whatever, just kind of look at how the pieces fell into place for you to meet those people, or the pieces fell into place for you to get that job, or the pieces fell into place for you to get that house or that car. Everything goes together. So as much as we like to think it's individual and separate from one another, it isn't. So try to look at your life and kind of put the pieces together and see how beautiful everything works out, okay, in divine timing, and see how everything just falls into place, because you're going to be amazed. But basically, once this is taken care of, everything else is going to fall into place. So whoever this is, understand you're always going to be judged. Okay, doesn't matter if it's by your mother, the fucking crackhead on the corner, somebody always gonna fucking be judging you. You just have to be okay with knowing that that's not who you are, and their opinion of you or judgments of you do not matter, because that does not define you. You define you. You don't allow other people to define who you are or what the fuck you're gonna be. Alright? But those are your messages for today. I love you guys, and as soon as I get a better idea as to how I'm gonna actually like process all of this shit, I'll come back on here and give more information. But I love you, and thank you so much for all the well wishes, and I hope you guys have an awesome, well, year, hopefully. But I'll talk to you guys again later.